Episode 15. Blood Ties and Broken Vows. In love, secrets are dangerous. But family secrets, they are fatal. Kennedy thought the worst was behind them. He thought the ghosts had been exorcised, but the real ghost, the one no one spoke about, was coming home, and it wore his face. It began with a knock. Not the polite kind. The insistent, furious kind that rattles your bones. Kennedy opened the front door to see a man standing there. Tall, broad-shouldered, dark eyes burning with something between rage and glee, and a scar slashing across his left cheek like a lightning bolt. For a heartbeat, Kennedy thought he was looking into a mirror. "Who the hell are you?" Kennedy asked. The man smirked. "I'm the half you forgot." He tossed a duffel bag at Kennedy's feet. Inside, birth certificates, photos, medical records, DNA test results, all proving one horrifying truth. Kennedy had a twin brother, a brother his parents had hidden away, erased from the family line, raised in poverty while Kennedy lived in palaces. His name was Kelvin. Kelvin stepped into the house without waiting for an invitation. Mom was the housekeeper. Dad was the boss. Do the math. Kennedy staggered back, clutching the kitchen counter for balance. All this time, why now? Kelvin's eyes glittered. Because you're about to inherit everything, and I want my half. Kennedy shook his head. You're lying, Kelvin laughed, a low, bitter sound. Am I? Vanessa found me 2 years ago, paid me, trained me, told me everything about you, your company, your girl. She said the only thing standing between me and what's mine was you. Lillian wasn't idle. Haunted by what she'd found in Vanessa's journal, she hired a private investigator to search for any trace of Kennedy's father's involvement in her own father's death. The investigator, an old friend of her late father, found something shocking. A video confession, recorded 6 months before Kennedy's father died from a heart attack. On the tape, Kennedy's father sat wearily in his study, face lined with regret. I made a deal with Lawrence Okaru. I falsified documents. I signed away a man's legacy to save my business. His daughter deserves to know the truth. I destroyed her future for my survival. Tears blurred Lillian's vision. The truth was undeniable now. Kennedy's family had a hand in her family's ruin. But Kennedy? He was an innocent heir of sins he never committed. Could she punish him for a crime he didn't even know about? Her heart ached under the weight of it all. Lillian returned to the estate the next evening, finding Kennedy alone in the study, nursing a glass of whiskey. He looked up when she entered, pain etched deep into his face. She set the flash drive on the table. I found it. The truth. He stared at it like it was a loaded gun. Is it bad? She nodded, tears brimming. Yes. But it's not your fault. Kennedy dropped his head into his hands. I don't know who I am anymore, Lillian. She knelt beside him. You're the man who pulled me out of darkness, the man who fought for me when I couldn't fight for myself. He looked at her, broken and vulnerable. But I'm the son of a man who destroyed your family. She reached up, cupping his cheek. You're not your father's sins, Kennedy. You're my choice. And for the first time in weeks, he truly believed it. Kelvin didn't waste time. He sued Kennedy for 50% of the family fortune, using DNA evidence and secret documents Vanessa had unearthed. The media had a feeding frenzy. Secret twin saga. Heir to real estate empire has hidden brother. Kennedy Okaru's dark family secrets. Share prices dropped, investors panicked, contracts were pulled, and just when Kennedy thought things couldn't get worse, Kelvin made a public statement. Standing in front of flashing cameras, he pointedly said, "Unlike my spoiled brother, I believe in real justice, and soon Lillian Akambi will realize she deserves better than a liar." Lillian received a text later that night from an unknown number, a video file. She clicked it, and her heart stopped. It showed Kelvin and Kennedy's father, laughing together, plotting together. But this wasn't years ago. The footage was only 3 years old, which meant Kennedy's father had known about Kelvin, had funded him, had trained him in secret, preparing him as a backup heir if Kennedy ever failed. Everything was a lie. Coming in episode 16. Lillian must choose between standing by Kennedy or walking away forever. Kelvin's plan to destroy Kennedy and claim Lillian for himself intensifies, a betrayal from the last person anyone would suspect.